Hello, beautiful, amazing souls. If you're seeing this, it's probably for a reason. So I just have like 10 minutes or so before I have to run around with my kiddos. And so I'm here finally giving another current energy update for where we're at. And I'm hearing don't bother pulling cards. So we'll just see what comes in and we'll just see what we're guided to know. So, for those of you who don't know, I've been working on I've been just hearing a lot of ascension codes to send out to you guys for your usage. Here's page one. There's 33 codes. One of my favorite numbers. Part two, there's some scribbles in the back. So, um, so anyway, how are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling in your groundedness? How are you processing through the massive energies? Comment below if you are doing okay. I've had a few days where it's like, whoa, what was that? And then other days I'm like, okay, I cleared a bunch, so I'm feeling a lot lighter, feeling better. I'm doing a lot of things to ground myself. One thing I didn't mention in my other short video was, salt baths are really good. And a friend of mine was like, um, have you ever been to a salt cave? And I'm like, I haven't. That's a whole controversy though, based on the kind of salt they use. But there's also floats. There's, your own detox baths. There's grounding oils. So let's talk a moment about that actually. In my little short with the grounding ascension code, I talked a little bit about what you can do to stay grounded. So let's just briefly break it down. I do a lot of different things that, I'm an earth type, so it's a little bit easier for me to ground, I think. I don't know. I'm comparing myself to myself. So really, maybe it just comes naturally. Maybe I don't. But so when I feel ungrounded, I really notice it. Maybe that's the difference. And so one of my favorite ways, of course, is to put my feet in the grass and to sit there and just let the sun hit me like morning or evening, or when I'm taking a walk with my dog in the evening. I try to go when the sun is still up because there's mountains right there before it goes down to get some sunshine, that residual light, and some extra light codes for healing and grounding. So that's really good, And even right now, I think I'm grounding by drinking this little vitamin drink here. I think it's just calming the nervous system, giving the nutrients that I need right now, and all of that. So some grounding stones that could be good. Jasper is very grounding if you love stones. This one's fun. Oh, I forgot what this is called. I just heard someone talk about it the other day, and it has like red mercury in it. So it feels like this is somewhat grounding. Oh, I forget the name of this. Dang it. Um, Malachite's very grounding, selenite, grounding and clearing. Um, what else? What else? I feel like there's another one that would be helpful for you guys. If it comes in, I'll let you know. And then I use a lot of essential oils for just keeping my energy clear and balanced. So, tree oils are incredibly grounding. If you're an empath, which you probably are if you're watching this, White Angelica is a good aura cleanser. So, I will put some on my hands and then just kind of put it all around my body as like a frequency clearing energy. Very, very helpful. So, sacred frankincense is a tree. Palo Santo is a form of frankincense. That's another tree that's very grounding. Um, some of these other energies. Sandalwood is a tree. They call it aloes as well. That's another really good one. Do I have any other grounding oils? No, that's more heart center. That's more immune system. Transformation, that's very grounding. This is an empty bottle, but it smells so good. I just keep it right here to smell. Can get 40,000 molecules just for that alone. Gotta watch my time here too. So those are some things I do to ground, but let's talk about the energies right now. And last week was such an intense week of energies. I didn't even get to a video, so I apologize. I did some earlier in the week, so I did some shorts. So if you want to check those out, check out my shorts. There's a lot of things there for you. So let's talk about what's going on right now. So it feels like we just came through a big surge of energy yet again. We're going through different layers each time we have a big surge. And so it's really what I'm seeing with myself and clients is it's like forcing everything to bubble up to the surface to be looked at, healed, cleared, restored, brought back into balance, whatever that means for you. I like the analogy. I grew up in the Midwest for part of my childhood, and we always had this cobbler. It was a peach cobbler that my mom always made where the crust would like bubble to the surface when you baked it. And that's what I always envision when I talk about this. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like a magic um dessert with the cobbler dessert where it bubbles to the top with its crust, and it's so yummy, so good. I only bake for myself. I don't eat a lot of sugar at all, so but that's what I envision. So if something comes to the surface, really just take a moment, take a pause, send yourself a lot of love and healing and grounding energy. So kind of reset the nervous system. So how can we do that? Um, Lots of different ways that I already mentioned with oils, crystals, grounding, sunlight. Even when you go outside and there's a little breeze, that can kind of clear the space for you. Just going outside alone, moving your body, drinking some warm tea or some nutritious broth or some food. I'm a huge tea person, so I love all of those like rituals. Cacao is very grounding. Cacao ceremony drinks, really, really good for you too. Um, that's a whole other topic. So, all right. So when you feel, oh no, let's stop. Hmm. What I feel like people are doing right now are really reclaiming a lot of the aspects of their own power, bringing back the power center of who they are, who they're meant to be, and it's coming back home to our power center, to our heart, to any part that was, you know, maybe outside of ourselves or not integrated fully or all of that. And I'm doing all this hard work as well alongside you guys. And some days it's easy, some days it's like, what was that? And how do we get through it? So, side note then too, like we can find community with each other as well. And I do have a community. There's lots of healing communities or spiritual communities out there, but check out my link for that too, because I think that's important for us to connect and also time. So I do have a Soul Family Activation Ascension code that it's not time to send out there yet, but be on the lookout for that. So we are connecting with Soul Family and it's really ramping up and it's starting to like exponentially grow. And so I'm excited to see how that plays out. I'm going to send you guys some frequencies of Palo Santo right now because I keep staring at it. So I must need a little bit. Oh, 2 drops came out. I send it to you guys. Look up what Palo Santo does because it is beautiful. Let's put it on the pineal gland as well. How about that? Okay. So again, if you're feeling off, if you're feeling like you're detoxing, if you feel like you are moving through some heavy stuff and you're really having to look at your patterns, your thoughts, beliefs, and how you've lived in the world up until now, just be really, really gentle with yourself and just do it one moment at a time. You don't have to like power through it and shove through it and just force anything. Just sit and be. Check out the videos I've done on surrendering to allow. I'm having to do lots of surrendering. Sometimes when I feel this resistance building in my body, or I'm like, start to overthink something that I've been working on healing for a while, I just go, no, I let it go. I allow for what my highest good is bringing in. I do what I'm guided to do to help that along. And I just sit there and just allow for that to be. I just sit in my highest vibrational space, my highest timeline that I choose to be in, and just allow for that to come in. I wonder if I should send you guys the frequencies of abundance too. That oil is way over there. Okay. So, but I can send you the frequencies anyway because we have an abundance of healing. We have abundance of time. We have an abundance of connection. We have abundance of soul energy. We have abundance of us, etc., etc., etc. Resources, all kinds. So just really allow that to be who you are because that is your divine blueprint. We are working back to our divine blueprint of who we are meant to be on all fronts outside of this convoluted mess that they've created. Not That's not the highest vibration for us. That's not our highest good. So you gotta drink the rest of this before it's all settling at the bottom. So, um, so yeah, that is where we're at right now. Let me see if there's anything else that I'm tuning into that would be helpful for us to know. Something small. It's funny. I have a client stack of files right here that I just need to organize and work through. In the top, it says it says joy. So she often brings joy to everyone around her, but we can also imprint the energies of joy for us right now because this even though this can be seemingly so difficult and heavy and intense and all of that, there's still a lot of joy. I don't know, oils are a theme today. I'm just like using so many recently. So sending you frequencies of joy. And there's these beautiful joy beings as well that I've been seeing helping us along in this process. Um, so just sending you joy, asking for joy, hold joy right here for you. Find fun and play and joy in what you are doing. Um, just give yourself space to find that, you know? I mean, yesterday was the kind of day where I had to, and I chose to do one of the things was to pick up my glasses that have been to 5 years in the coming of replacing. So I chose to do that. Added a lot of extra time. So very full day, run to Costco, oh, pick up kids, run to Costco. That took way too long. And met with a beautiful client, and then finally got dinner around 9 p.m. It's one of those days. It's okay. So today I'm choosing to allow more space for fun, enjoyment, and I think my kids somewhat had fun, you know, even at Costco, one got an early birthday gift. So that was fun. It's fun for me to replace and get new things. So I'm trying to find joy in all the little things. So maybe that's the message I'm rambling on about. Let's find joy in it all. Um, and gratitude, joy and gratitude, because when we have joy and we find that beauty and connection in that space, gratitude's easy to grab onto. I'm grateful I have new glasses, and I'm grateful I got two pairs because it was a good deal. I'm grateful, even though they're a little bigger than I liked, I'm grateful that I like them. I'm grateful it only took me 20 minutes to find out, but to pick them out. Um, okay. Sorry, I had a message I thought was important. Um, and so just finding gratitude wherever it is. And so even though I'm a little tired, I'm so grateful that I'm not exhausted and I'm working through those layers. I'm grateful that I can figure out what my body needs to rest to heal. Okay. That's the energies I'm getting for today. Are there any other messages for you today? I'm getting a no. So I've got my little pendulum. I always check and say, is there anything else for the collective at this time? She says no. She says no. Is this current energies reading complete? My intention was felt even before. So my pendulum goes so big, it's hard to get her in the camera to show you all. But that's it. Sending you so much love. Check out all the links if you want to find community. There's lots of opportunities for that. And I think we're really in that space to connect. And let's do it. Let's do it. And just, I guess that's it. All right, we'll talk soon. Have a beautiful moment in time wherever you are.